We've come to the end of the first quarter of this year, and I was just reviewing and looking at the goals I had at the beginning of the year and what I wanted to achieve and do on this first quarter. And as I was just going through the goals and ticking the ones that I was able to do and just canceling the ones I was not able to do, I realized that there are a lot of things that I had planned, there are a lot of things I had envisioned to achieve in the first quarter, and I was not able to. And I felt very frustrated at some point. And one of the things that had been stalling for me was the renovation of my house. I remember beginning of this year I wanted to renovate my living room and just give it a whole new face. And in the process of me doing that, I experienced a lot of setbacks that really made me feel frustrated. And by the end of the first quarter, I had not finished what I had started. I had not finished what I wanted to achieve. And it felt very frustrating. And so today I sat down and I was just thinking about how do I unstuck myself from the place I am, because at some point it just discouraged me to even create content, because that was going to be a big part of the vision I had for my content creation in my next phase. But at this point I had lost that vision because the vision was not coming into place. And as I was just looking at that, I felt stuck, and I needed to unstuck myself. And hence the point of this video that we're talking about, just getting my life together and just picking myself up and continuing with this journey that I started, continuing with this journey that I have. And as I was just trying to look at how do I get to rebuild myself, how do I get to unstuck myself and just get my life together and feel happy about my life, I realized that many times we just overlook the beautiful things that are happening around us, and we find ourselves just concentrating on things that don't work. Like, I love cooking. I enjoy cooking, especially when I have people to eat the food. And I think I can say cooking is my love language, one of them. And food is my love language. I love good food. And when I feel like really eating, I make good food. And that's a joy that I need to start getting in touch with. It's a joy that I need to start experiencing in a more intentional manner, because most of the times, especially when you live alone, you find yourself not being in a position or in a space where you are just enjoying some of these things, and realizing that cooking and getting to eat a good meal is a joy that I have, is a joy that I get to overlook most of the time, just startled me and just made me to realize that there's a lot for me to be happy about. There's a lot for me to look at and just get that courage to just forge forward, because one of the things that makes us not start over and rebuild our lives as we could and get to the full potential of the people that we could be is fear. Sometimes it's discouragement, and sometimes it's disappointment. And these are some of the things that make us feel like we are not in places that we can build that which we wanted. We can build the things we wanted and bring our visions into life. But then today I'm here to encourage someone that it's never lost. Yes, maybe the first quarter you've not achieved. Maybe there's something that you really had a dream about and you've not reached there yet. And this is me here to tell you that you can find another route, because most of the time we are stuck with the route that we wanted, the route that we wanted. We are stuck in that season, we are stuck in that, and we find ourselves not thinking outside the box so that there's a way. There's a saying that says there's a million ways to kill a rat. You can burn the whole house down, you can kill the rat itself, you can chase it around the house and kill it, you can bait it, you can fumigate it. All these are ways that you can kill that rat. But most of the time we will find, if your concentration was on, I will chase the rat and send it out of my house, and you're not able to catch it, then you feel frustrated, then you feel stuck. And that is what usually happens to most of us. So finding that courage to just rebuild your life, finding that courage to put your life together again after a failed attempt of something that you wanted, after a failed vision that you wanted, and just putting yourself together, dusting, and just forging forward and creating new strategies and looking at what will not work and what will work. Because I have realized that when you fail at something, it gives you an experience of what you should not do. There's a saying that says only fools do the same thing repeatedly over and over when they know the results will still be the same. So once you fail in something, it means you've already discovered one way of not doing that thing, or you've already identified where your mistakes are. So the next time you do it, you'll find yourself getting better and better at it. And that is a beautiful thing. And as I was looking at the dream I had for renovating my house, I realized I was able to get the chairs, I was able to get the painting, was able to get some of the lightings that I wanted. And to me, that at the point I was reviewing my first quarter, it really didn't feel like an achievement, because I had not renovated the entire house as I wanted it. But now looking at it, it feels like a huge milestone, because after the first disappointment of the first chairs I received, I was able to make these beautiful white chairs that I currently have and own. And I'm really happy about them. I'm really happy about the stage I am right now. And I should be happy. I should be picking myself from what I started. And one might think that I've given up on the dream of renovating my living room, but I haven't. I have discovered one way of not doing it the way I did it. I have now a different vision. I have now a different approach to how I'm going to achieve the kind of dream I wanted, because I want to step into my living room and feel like a home. I want to step into my living room and feel like, yes, I did this, and feel proud of myself. So I'm getting myself together, dusting myself, getting rid of the negative thoughts, getting rid of the negative whispers that are in my ears that are showing me that I cannot be able, that discourages me, and just ensuring that I'm feeding myself with a positive energy and positivity. And just to tell you, it is never too late to rebuild your life and start it over. It is never too late to rebuild your dream again. And for me, I am currently rebuilding my life and just starting over. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time.